A lot of veterans and first responders I work with carry something that looks like PTSD. But when you dig into it, there's something else underneath. Something that isn't really about fear. It's about what they did, what they witnessed, or what they couldn't stop. That's moral injury, and it's not the same thing. Hey, I'm Joshua Roybal, licensed clinical social worker and therapist in New Mexico. I specialize in trauma, and today we're breaking down moral injury, what makes it different from PTSD, and why a lot of people are actually dealing with both. PTSD is essentially the nervous system getting stuck in survival mode. Something happened that overwhelmed your brain's ability to process it. And now your body keeps responding as if the threat is still happening. Hypervigilance, nightmares, avoidance, intrusive memories, these are threat-based responses. The core emotion tied to them is usually fear. Moral injury is different. It happens when something violates your deeply held beliefs about right or wrong. Either something you did, something you failed to do, or something you witnessed that you just couldn't stop. The core emotions tied to that aren't fear. They're guilt, shame, betrayal, and moral outrage. You might not feel unsafe in the world. You might feel like you are the problem, that you did something unforgivable, or that the people you trusted betrayed something very fundamental to you. That's a different wound. Here's where it gets complicated. They often show up together. The same event can trigger both. A combat veteran might have PTSD from the threat and moral injury from a decision made in that moment that they can't reconcile. Or a first responder might be hypervigilant and avoidant and also carrying deep shame about a call that didn't go the way it should have. If you only treat the fear and miss the moral wound, people can plateau. They get safer, but they don't get better. Treatment has to address both. If you've been in trauma treatment and you're still stuck, still feeling that heaviness, that sense of being fundamentally broken or complicit, it's worth asking whether moral injury is part of the trauma picture. It's not a character flaw. It's evidence that you had values, and it can heal. I work with veterans, first responders, and adults with complex trauma through my telehealth practice in New Mexico, Mindful Point Behavioral Health Counseling. Find me at mindfulpoint.org. More coming.